Shout out to you for coming through. Thank you. I thank you. The Five Brilliants thank you. The whole team. And for those of you who do not know, my name is Leroy, and I have an extensive background when it comes to businesses and acquiring capital that they need, whether you're talking CEOs and entrepreneurs and businesses and all different types of businesses. And in my career, I've helped businesses obtain, I'll say, well over $100 million in capital for their business. Now, one of the things I discovered is that a lot of these different businesses have something in common. And I took note of that. And in taking note of that, I noticed that these things that they had in common allowed them to be able to receive the capital. They was able to acquire the capital that they need for their business. And I said, there's so many other businesses who are so close to the capital, but they don't get it. Let's change that. And so I have people who call me from time to time. It's like, hey, listen, I got this business idea that I want to do, all right? But I want to talk to you because I want to be able to know, is this worth my time? And what I look at is that that's a really good thing to do. One of the things you want to do if you're starting a business, you want to know, does this business make financial sense, okay? Money sense. That's what I'm talking about, money sense, which means if I do this business, is it going to get more money or am I going to be broke? If you're going to be broke, you wouldn't get in the business, right? But a lot of the times people get in the business without answering that important question. Does this make money sense? So I'm out here because a lot of people are like, man, you know what, I got these ideas, man. You know, I want some other income. I'm trying to be a generational wealth. I'm trying to do these kind of things. So I'm going to open this business. But I know you know about business because you do this all the time. So I got a question. My question is, should I get into this business? Okay, I'm looking to do this. What you think? Can it work? And the way that I determine it is this 3-step process. I call it the keep it going or to let it go. 3 steps. Keep it going or let it go. And the way that you determine whether or not to keep it going or to let it go is answering these 3 things. Number 1, what is the product or service that you are providing? What is the product or service you provide? And people are like, of course, I know what I'm providing. But when I say this, I'm saying not from your standpoint, okay, as a seller, but from the consumer. What are they getting? Because, see, the way they describe the product or service is what's important, okay? To you, you're like, I'm providing chairs. For that consumer, they may be saying, nope, you're providing me chairs that I can put in the visitation room that allows my customers to not have to stand up the whole time. So you're providing a certain level of convenience. I think it would be helpful to be able to know how the consumer sees your product, okay? Because you may be just seeing them as they're just chairs, but now that you know that the customers are going to be sitting in them for an extended period of time, you can begin to say, oh, well, I don't need to sell you these hard chairs. I want the experience to be good. Let me see, I have these chairs that you can have that I can sell to you that's a softer cushion. With this softer cushion, it can help increase the experience for the customer. Do you think you have that business owner's attention? I would say yes. And so now that you're able to see from the consumer standpoint exactly how they view the product or the service you provide, then that allows you to be able to know exactly what you're selling. Let's say that you're looking to do a truck business and you're like, all right, well, what product am I providing? You're like, well, a truck, right? And take it here and bring it there. But if you look at it from the mind of the person who is hiring you, the person who is utilizing this service that you're providing, to them, they see equipment coming from location A to location B that will allow them to be able to finish the construction project that they're working on. What they see is progress in the form of trucking. What they see is the equipment that they need in order to create more sales. What they see is a tool for completing jobs. So when you know what you're selling, then it allows you to be able to know how you market. So the important thing is to know what you're selling. You know now what you're selling, all right? Moving this thing along, number 2 is, how much do you sell the product or service for? Now, a lot of times we'd be like, you know what, I got it. I'm going to just go, I'm going to Google this, I'm going to see, look at other people, how much they selling theirs for, and get somewhere in the market. I ain't too high, I ain't too low. In the middle, I'm right in the pocket. I'm right in the pocket. That's exactly where I need to be. But when I say that, I'm not meaning just go research to see what other people are selling theirs for. Now you can include that information, okay, but let's store it for now. What I really want you to do is to know how much does it cost for you to either make that product or provide that service. I want you to be able to know the cost. See, if you're able to know the cost of it, then it allows you to know what you need to price it for, because anything you price should be above the cost to make it. Because if you take a look at what it costs you to provide the service or the product, and what you're looking to sell it for is lower, we don't even have to go to step number 3. Don't do it. Like, you can literally let that go, because that business is a let it go. Because a business that does not make profit does not stay in business for a long period of time, okay? Business that do not make profits do not stay in business over a long period of time. And what you're trying to do is be in business for a while, like a long time. A long time, like waiting room long. You know how it is. You be in the waiting rooms like, I've brung this book. I don't want to read this book. Man, this is taking a while. Like, I don't even, and you looking, you steady. You say, you looking for, you didn't call, okay, you didn't call me. How long you been in here? 45 minutes? 2 hours? Oh my goodness. They can't send you no text. They can't just send you a text and let you know when it's your time to go back. Just send me a text or something. That's how long. You want to be in there for a while, like waiting room long. And so you need to make sure that what you are pricing these products for is above the cost, okay? Not just slightly, but above the cost enough. And this is where you can see, all right, I've taken a look at the market, and this is what they're pricing theirs for. This is what it costs me for mine. If I go above the cost, which I need to do, where do I fit in the range, okay? And the fact that I know what I provide, then I'm able to know exactly how the consumers use the product. So I can then begin to tailor my business towards making sure that my product or service speaks the language of the consumer. That what I'm providing is what they are expecting, or something that they will enjoy. It's not just chairs, as I mentioned before. No, it is helping to ensure that the experience of that customer is one of a little bit more convenience during their wait. And if you can provide that, then that allows you to not just go and just, hey, it's just a product. No, it is an opportunity for your customer to provide good service. If you're looking in order to make profit from what it is you provide as a service or the product that you are selling to someone, you want to make sure then that this product is important. Because if it's important, then that means that you're going to have reoccurring sales. And one of the ways we mentioned before that you're able to make sure your product or service is important is in order to see, where does this fit in that customer sales cycle, all right? Do they utilize my product in order to be able to increase sales? Like, am I a direct part of it? The closer you can get with the importance of the in-sale process, the more valuable the product or service that you provide. And that allows you to be able to understand how to price it. So one of the things you want to do is just take and understand, how much does it cost me to provide this service or product? Now you're able to understand how you're going to price it. Let's move along. So we know that we need to price it above what the cost of the product or service is. The third thing that we have to do in order to determine whether or not we let it go or keep it going is projection, projected profit. I like to say projected profit. In order to know your projected profit, you need to be able to know your projected sales, which is saying that I expect to have this amount of sales. My sales are expecting to be this amount. These are my expenses. And at the end, this is my amount of profit. So once you know your amount of profit, you can take a look and see, first off, do I got a profit? Because if you don't have a profit, we know, let it go. All right? But if you do have a profit, now you're able to look and say, all right, does this profit make sense to get into business, okay? Like, if I continue to have this kind of range of profits over a period of time, am I comfortable with this, or am I like, you know what, I don't really like this. I don't really like this. Because if you don't like it, then that's when you're able to say, you know what, this business is a let it go business. But if you see on the flip side that, hey, no, this is pretty good, and matter of fact, I can see myself increasing profits over time, then that'll allow you to be able to say, you know what, I'm gonna stay in this. I got some here. This is a business I need to be in. Speaking of the business you need to be in, I need you to be in the business of, you thought I was gonna say like it and subscribe it. No, do that though. No, I'm serious. I'll wait. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it don't take like 7 seconds. All right. What I want you to be in the business of is knowing the finances for your business, understanding the fact of where you are, having the projection so you can see exactly what it is that you're looking to hit. And then help you to do so. I said, you know what? For some, you have this, great, so you don't need it. But for others, you may need it because you haven't been necessarily setting it up. Or for others, you may be a new business. So you may be thinking of having a business. You're like, you know what? This is good. This is good information. 1, 2, and 3. Let's talk more about these projections. Like, I would not mind seeing a little bit more about this process. If you would like to see this process go from 1, 2, 3 in like real life scenarios, put it in the comments. Let me know. Why? Because we have a way. I got this thing I'm working on, all right? And I think if you like that, then you're going to like this, because it's going to allow you to be able to quickly determine whether or not you need to be in this particular business that you're thinking about. I'm going to see you on the next one.